When I was a young lad of 18 years of age, our dear King Pendragon died in London and left no one to succeed him. Only a sword stuck in an anvil was set upon a stone. Written on it in letters of gold, it said, "Whoso pulleth out the sword from this stone and anvil is rightwise born King of all England." Many chaps tried to dislodge it, but none could, even the mightiest knights. When I was in London one day, I passed the square and I saw the sword rising from this stone. I thought it was some sort of war memorial or something. The square was deserted, so I decided I would borrow it. I tried to pull it out. I failed. I tried again. I failed again. Then I closed my eyes and with all my force, heart and soul, tried one last time. Lo, the sword moved in my hand, and it slowly slid from the stone. I heard a great roar. I opened my eyes, and the square was filled with people shouting, "Long live the king! Long live the king!" Then I looked at the sword and saw the blade gleaming with letters of gold. That's how I became king. I never knew I would be king. I never wanted to be, and since I am, I've been ill at ease in my own crown. Until I dropped from the tree, my eyes beheld you. Then suddenly, for the first time, I felt I was a king. I was glad to be king, and most astonishing of all, I wanted to be the wisest, most heroic, most splendid king who ever sat on any throne. If you will come with me, my lady, I will escort you back to your carriage, so you may return to your father. This way.
That voice, don't you hear it? Nimue, is that you? Oh, please, not again. I must find out what happened to him. Oh, Nimue, so it is you. Oh, must you? Why now? Couldn't you have come a bit later? You must you steal my magic now? Wait, I must find out what will happen to him. Did I tell him of Lancelot? I did. But Lancelot and Guinevere, did I warn him of Lancelot and Guinevere and Mordred? Mordred! I didn't warn him of Mordred, and I must! Oh, wait, Nimue, wait! I remember nothing of Lancelot and Guinevere and Mordred. It's all gone. My magic is gone. Goodbye, Arthur. My memory of the future is gone. I know no more of the sorrows and joys before you. I can only wish you in ignorance, like everyone else. Reign long, reign happily. Oh, and Ward, please remember the thing.
You cannot deny the facts. Did I or did I not pledge to you 5 years ago that I would become the most splendid king who ever sat on any throne?
You did.
And have I or have I not in 5 years become the most splendid king who ever sat on any throne?
You have.
Rubbish, I have not, and you know it well. I'm nothing of what I pledged to you. I'm a failure, and that's that.
It's not true, Arthur. You're the greatest warrior in England.
But for what purpose? Might isn't always right, Jenny.
Of course it is. To be right and lose couldn't possibly be right.
Yes, might and right, battle and plunder, that's what keeps plaguing me. Merlin frowned upon battles, yet he always helped me win them. I know it's a clue, I just can't follow it. I'm always walking down this winding, dimly lit road, and in the distance I see the outline of a thought, like a shadow on a hill. I fumble and I stumble, and when I get there at last, the hill is gone, not there at all. And I hear this small voice saying, "Go back, Arthur, go back. It's far too dark for you to be out thinking."
My good love, let me see you do it. Walk out loud.
All right. Proposition. It is far better to be alive than dead.
Far better.
If that is so, then why do we have battles where people can get killed?
I don't know. Do you?
Yes, because someone attacks.
Of course. That's very clever of you, Arthur. Why did they attack?
Jenny, I must confess something to you that I never told you before, for fear that you would not believe me.
How silly, Arthur. I would never not believe you.
Well, you know how Merlin brought me up, taught me everything I know. But do you know how?
How?
By changing me into animals.
I don't believe it.
There, you see? But it's true. I was a fish, a bobolink, a beaver, even an ant. With each animal, Merlin wanted me to learn something. For instance, before